showtime.
Fire and water, earth and the sky. Mysteries surround us, legends never die. Live here for the moment, lost in time. I can hear them call, they're locked within the crystal ball.
Hello everybody, my name is the thwart and welcome back to more of Let's Play Pokemon Shining Pearl. Last time, we defeated Rourke, and we have gotten access into what is known as the... You didn't see anything. We have gotten access into the mystery gift, and we have gotten ourselves a mystery gift, something we'll be seeing pretty much in the post-game. We also made it to Floraroma Town, and we have our next objective. What? To explore the place, but before we do that, I have been waiting to talk about this for oh so long. Talk to these people. Why, hello there. It looks like you've played Let's Go and Kanto before. Would you like to go on an adventure center with this Pokemon? For having Pokemon Let's Go, Eevee and or Pikachu in your save files, you will be rewarded. No! Yeah, you can come with. Let's see. Hate to say it, but Bidoof, you played your part well. And we talked to this guy. Oh, you there. And I gather you've seen a wishing star before. Would you mind taking this Pokemon? I think it would be perfect for you. By having a data of Sword and or Shield in your save stations, Jirachi! We have these two Pokemon to talk about, and holy sweet mama jabba! These were the hardest legendary Pokemons to get. But they just now pretty much give it to you on a silver platter. If you have played Sword and Shield and Let's Go with Eevee and Pikachu. It could be one or the other for the two categories, but it doesn't matter. I now would like to take a moment to talk about these new guys. Because at long last, we can have this Pokemon on our team, and it's going to be glorious. Starting off, Mew! This is a Pokemon that I have been waiting to properly talk about more for so goddamn long. This is a Pokemon that is usually unlocked through special events, or they just intend to give it to you only. It's a special reward for when a certain event happens at certain GameStops, Best Buys, or even Toys R Us in the past. This is a prime example of a Pokemon that knows how to blend in well, and it knows how to get job done in more ways than one. Literally. This Pokemon knows almost every move. It can even learn to transform naturally. It has some of the best stats to go around, base 600 across the board, I might add. And if you can tell, it can learn some pretty decent Psychic type moves along the way. Big, however, incoming. Of all the things that I said, that's about one of the main positives and from you. They give you the Mew at level 1, and it only knows Pound and Reflect type. Very interesting moves to say the least. And that's not even the worst part. Mew learns a new move naturally every 10 levels. And it can learn Psychic, which it learns at level 100. unless you plan on using a TM on this, you're gonna have to be waiting a while because your best move for the time is gonna be Future Sight and Confusion. But other than that, this is a very balanced out Pokemon. If you want it, by all means, you happen to have Pokemon Let's Go, Eevee, and or Pikachu in your save stations. And it'll be right there for you to have. If you haven't been playing Pokemon Sword and Shield with the save data, you will be rewarded with a Hoenn counterpart, Jirachi! We all knew that White Rock and Hoenn was pretty much just a user for as a magma trying to be blocked by ice. But, not anymore. For playing Sword and Shield, this will be rewarded to you, and unlike Mew, it'll be given to you at level 5, getting a little bit more viable. Steel Psychic type, great immunities. Plus, with Serene Grace, can't go wrong with something like that. The only really cool thing that I can say about Jirachi at this point is that it comes with a signature move known as Doom Desire. This is a 140 power, 100 accuracy, special steel type move that takes 2 turns to use. It charges up for 1 turn and then blasts it down on the 2nd turn. So basically, it's a more powerful steel type version of Solar Beam. Plus, with that Serene Grace, some of the prior hitting moves that it'll learn, it'll do wonders. Downside. Aside from being given to you at level 5, Doom Desire will only be learned at level 98. It learns a new move naturally every 7 levels, so this one could be a little bit more merciful. With Confusion and Wish, these are some pretty good moves to have right from the get-go. If you want to use a good Pokemon, Jirachi is a good one because it has more immunities. That Serene Grace really gives it quite the useful advantage for you. Just be mindful that if you plan on using this Pokemon on your team, you may want to consider stocking up on some TMs and, well, experiment. This is a good Pokemon that can learn a lot of cool moves, but it's every other 7 levels. To which I would say, have fun! So like I said from before, yeah, you guys can come with me! I don't know if I'm ever going to be planning on using any of these Pokemon on my team, but I definitely want to have at least something with me to potentially use as potential fodder, or I don't know. Team 88 Pluck! We shall pluck the plunder. Alright, where are you? I want to get some flowers from Floraroma Meadow. Some Team Galactic guys and snazzy alphas came along. Those Galactic guys who went to the meadow passed these flowers here. And also, I never pointed this out, but that person that usually is guarding the escalators is now no longer here. Oh, hello, right this way, please. Hello, I'm glad to meet you. My name is Talia, and I'm your guide to the Pokemon Global Club. If you haven't paid a Nintendo Switch Online membership, you can use the internet to connect with trainers all over the world in this club to battle, trade Pokemon, and so on. You can enter the Union Room at any time by pressing the Y button. Note there are some places such as inside buildings where you can't use it. Wish to hear a bit more than an explanation? I don't plan on using the Global Club, which is basically the replacement of the Global Trade Studios from Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. But it doesn't really matter at this point. Oh, right. One more thing. We have these berries right here. Oran berries. I remember, in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, whenever you hear this little jingle, they don't add any, wait, at the end of it. But I do want to come in here real quick, because this actually may prove to some good use. Trainers, please water berries using this spray duct watering can. This is a key item. A single berry will grow into a plant that makes several berries. The place where there will be more and more berries in the world. Hope you will help us spread more berries everywhere. And you give them a free peck-a-berry. Good to have. Change your berries for some stickers. Oh, yeah. These are some very interesting stickers, to say the least. Oh. Yeah, these things are very picky when it comes to having any specific items to have at your disposal. You definitely want to be on the hunt for some of these berries because they can actually prove to be of some very good use for you. Route 205. Alright, more pack of berries. Help, help, trainer! Please, can you help my papa for me? He works in the Valley Windworks, but the people dressed like space aliens are mean and won't let him in. You got it, kid. Hello, you. Don't you dare go into the Valley Windworks. I got orders to keep everyone out if they're not part of Team Galactic. You're giving me a look that makes me think you're gonna try to get in. Okay then, you'll have to battle me for it. While we're going against this trainer battle, here in the Valley Windworks, we have technically 4 Pokemon that we can find, but we're actually going to talk about the 4th Pokemon a little while later. Starting things off, Pachirisu! This is our first, actually I guess technically our second electric type Pokemon that we can find, and honestly, this is a very interesting Pokemon to say the least. It's mostly meant to be a speedy defensive Pokemon, but not so much for anything else. I recommend that you catch this if you plan on using the ability of Pickup. This will pick up a random item off the ground with other uses on later on down the road. This is a great idea to have. And yes, I know it has some other good uses as well, like that Volt Absorb, but that's more for the competitive groups. Pickup is okay for what it is. I just don't think that is really worth your time if you're going to be using it for your own purposes. Pachirisu right here, it's a knockoff version of Pikachu, but Pikachu is a little bit better in many ways. Next up is a personal favorite. Oops, speaking of the devil, Buizel! A pure water type Pokemon that is everything that is not bad. This is a very good Pokemon, and I've used this a lot in the past, and it's been proven to be a very, very handy Pokemon. If you have not chosen Chimchar and it didn't even bother to pick up the Psyduck from earlier, Buizel's a good choice to have. A good secondary choice, if you will. In fact, being a part of a weather team can be a godsend if you want to use this. Swift Swim will double its speed while in the rain. And I guess Water Veil is okay to prevent from getting doused with water, well, getting burned. But you get what I mean. This thing is also meant to be a very good special attacker, and that's also good for dealing a lot of fast hits. The only big thing to really be careful with is that at this point, it's okay, but if you can wait a little while longer, you can actually find its evolution out in the wild. We'll be talking about that when we talk about it, which will be a pretty decent defensive Pokemon. It's decent, but it can be a little situational if you don't know how to use it properly. And finally, Shellos. Listen, it may start off bad, but if you give it that right amount of love and wait for it to evolve, it will become one of the absolute best Pokemon that I would recommend. It'll eventually become a part ground type, meaning that it'll have only one weakness, which is grass. Right off the bat, you can tell that it's a good Pokemon and that's a great recommendation for many. Unfortunately, that's about where the real positives end for what Shellos in particular. If you really want to have a Shellos on your team that's good for many occasions, I recommend that you have Sticky Hold for the ability which prevents your item being snatched away. Or better yet, Sand Force is a phenomenal ability that boosts the power of rock, ground, and steel type moves while in a sandstorm, and and the best part is, it actually gains an immunity from that just for having that ability alone. I can actually testify to that, as I've done something like this one before back in Generation 5. Just be mindful that if it appears it couldn't show you enough, it's slow as a snail. But other than that, it is a great Pokemon, but it does take a little while for it to fully evolve. Okay. So during that battle, he locked himself up, and we had to deal with these guys as well.
He took the key. How dare you?
Enough arguing! Hand over that sweet honey! Do as we say. Team Galactic will have that honey. We must have it to extract Pokemon in great numbers. Hey, this kid is a witness. What do we do? We can't have the brat running off to get help. The solution's simple. We must ensure the brat stays quiet. Not exactly the best way how to keep me quiet, especially since you're challenging me to a battle. Also, Wormpole? Really? Not quite sure where you were hoping to go for this one, but hey, I guess that's your problem, not mine. In terms of the past battles, Mew and Jirachi have been gaining levels like nuts. And Silcoon. Let's give some other Pokemon a chance to shine. It may be a defensive Pokemon, but what is it gonna do? To which I say, roll left! Wrong sci-fi, but it'll do. And jeepers, Mew's continuing to gain levels like nuts. Does it get like a 1.5 times a multiplier for getting... Oh, maybe it's because it was traded and gifted! Maybe that might be why. This is where I'm never gonna be stuck as a grunt forever. I think I might have misread that. So late, they're gonna dock my pay. I'm up next. Battling you right after my cohort has weakened you gives me the edge. Your Pokemon practically did nothing to me. You must have some terrible eyesight. Quite clever. Clever little sneak. I guess the only thing he ever really did is make Staravia lose some feathers. Boy, if I had some decent Pokemon. You had only one! You get a life, buddy. This brass tough, like really, really tough. Tougher than I can put into words. And I know a lot of words. We're done for now. Let's get back to the Valley Windworks. What's this say? You seem to have forgotten it. It's a word key. It must be for the Valley Windworks. It's of no use to me. You may as well have it. Why, thank you. Thank you. You surely saved me. Those goons were trying to rob me of my sweet, sweet honey. They sure were weird, though. You saw how they were dressed. What were they saying? It didn't make a whole lot of sense either. Oh, I need to thank you. Will you take this as my thanks? A jar of honey! If you saw from earlier, there was a yellow tree that was by a bridge, and that's just right out here. You could slather honey on that? Oh, it's right there. Never mind. It's not on the next tree, though. Oh, never mind. It's right here. Jeez, I are totally smart. Right. I'm gonna switch up my team a little bit. Jinx, you get out here and you take a bow. And now we go inside. What? No way! You have the key? Locking the door's meaningless. I'm the loser in this after all. This is no time for self-pity. I've got to alert the commander. Now, if I can get to the commander first, where'd you go? I ain't fooling around, kid. This is how a professional does it. You're a professional, Grunt? You know, if you were in Team Aqua, I would have a song that I'd like to sing for you. But you probably wouldn't get it. Alright. Give the Thunder Shock. Ah yes! A professional! You're using a Pokemon that's stuck in knowing Harden. I would be surprised if I don't even know any other moves. Well, you sure showed me! Hardy, hardy, hardy! Bye! I'm using it on level 10, wow. Even in the span of like 20 minutes of when I first got you, you not only gained 10 levels, but you just learned amnesia. Which is hope you don't gain amnesia from this. It's my job, now I'm gonna get a bonus. You guys are not gonna get anything. I'm one of Team Galactic's 3 commanders. We've been trying to create a new world that's better than this one. But people have shown little understanding about what we do. You don't understand either, do you? It's a little saddening. So, let's have a battle to decide on what we should do next. If I win, you leave. If you win, we, Team Galactic, will leave. This starts off with our first fight against Commander Mars! Commander Mars has 2 Pokemon on her team. Her first Pokemon, Zubat, level 14, Poison Flying type, inner focus for the ability. Absorb, Supersonic, Astonish, U-turn. This is actually not a bad Pokemon. But, oh. Uh-oh. 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 Didn't realize it was that fast. Okay. I got dug myself a hole a little bit. Purugly, level 16, pure normal type, thick fat for the ability, holding the Oran Berry. With moves Fake Out, Scratch, and Growlithe Thief. I can try to get this thing paralyzed. Nope. Oh well. Alright. Go for a powered up punch. Really? Like that's gonna help. There's my attack boost. There's your berry being eaten. You seem to be canceling out on my way of attacking. Are you actually gonna do anything to me? No, you're not. What the hell? I feel like this is getting us nowhere. Okay. I don't think you have any potions. So goodbye. Whoa! Mew and Jirachi, dear God! These are Fury Swipes. Yeah, sure. The Scratch can be upgraded to Fury Swipes. I can take that. Stories at level 16. Use at level 12. Yeah. Jirachi's at level 9. You guys are already growing up very quickly. And you know what? I'm gonna be a little bit of a troll! I'm gonna send out Jirachi to give you the ultimate wish! A major butt kicking! And the best part is, you can barely do anything to me. Whoa! Serene Graze ain't no one's fool! Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna have you. Jirachi's at level 10. This can't be! I lost! You annoying brat! That's what you get for having an ego. Oops, I messed that one up. It's alright though. I quite enjoyed that battle. I guess it's time to say goodbye and leave for the time being. Team Galactic. They were saying they had to gather Pokemon and energy no matter what. It was for creating a new universe, or so they claimed. That doesn't make any sort of sense to me. Anyway, I can't tell you how grateful I am for you to save me. I can finally see my little daughter again. Papa! Yuck, Papa, you stinky. Go shower now, stinky. Oh, sorry. They have me working non-stop. Thank you, trainer. You made those... Oh, thank you, trainer. You made those bad people go away. Think the balloon Pokemon will come visiting again. Well, about that. I believe that if we return to this route after going into like a building or something, then head back to Floraroma Town because, well, the Valley Windward, because it is technically Friday night. Because my Pokemon could use a little bit of some 10 or 11 care. So let's see here. No. But it's Friday night. I know for a fact it is. Don't pull a wool over my eyes. We need to wait for next week or something, because I really wish that's not the case. Looks like that's the case. So, on Friday nights only, at the Valley Windworks, sometime after you do that particular quest. Well, I guess for like saving, even the Valley Windworks. You will be greeted by a very special Pokemon indeed. That is actually something of interest that you should definitely take up on doing. And that Pokemon is Drifloon. It is a Ghost Flying type. It's actually our very first instance of meeting a Ghost type Pokemon. And believe it or not, this is actually a very good Pokemon that I would recommend. It's meant to be a rather decent mixed attacker with a lot of HP. It may not look much, but it actually can be quite the interesting Pokemon if you know how to use it correctly. Probably the best ability to go for is Aftermath. This damages the attacker if it contacts a Pokemon with a finishing hit. I'm not quite sure if it meant it for like a special, but it's aware of how stuff like this works. This is a very ideal Pokemon that I would recommend for any team. Of course, Unburden is okay, and Flare Boost is actually doubles the special attack if it gets burned. But it's only for a limited use because your HP can only handle so much at a time. But other than that, this is actually not a bad Pokemon. If you really want to have a really good Ghost type or a good Flying type, you chose not to go for Staravia or Starly or whatever, give this a thought. It may actually prove to be some good use. I think Rock Smash kind of played this role quite well, so we'll set off to the side for now. Camper Jacob. Oh, what?! Look, be a lady today! It's really a shame though, because I really thought that Drifloon would be here at this time. Maybe you just gotta come back on a later date or something, but I guess that's just not gonna be the case. I don't plan on using Drifloon on my team, but you are definitely gonna require him to track it down later on. But you still may also want to tackle all the trainers as possible. So, with that, we defeated Team Galactic here at the Floraroma Town Valley Windworks. We met 2 new companions that are pretty much gifted Pokemon. We had an evolution. We made some pretty good progress on the story. I think we're ending things off right here. Next time on Pokemon and Shining Pearl, we head north and see what kind of stuff we can find out there. Okay, see you guys then.